Good morning, friends. Welcome back to the John Went Walking channel. I'm coming to you this morning from the Clearwater Lake Trailhead at mile 413.3 on the Far Out app. Of course, at the birthplace of the Florida Trail right here at the Clearwater Lake Trailhead. I'm coming to you this morning to let you know it's a very special video in the life of this YouTube channel. This is the first video today that I'm going to try to edit with iMovie on the iPhone and then post an edited video. It's very important to me that I learn how to do this because eventually when I'm doing my through hikes or through hike attempts of the Florida Trail and then the AT, it's important that I'm able to learn how to edit these movies and put them on there correctly so that they show you a better view of the entire area that I hiked. So I'm going to try it this morning. I'm going to start by I'm going to read this off for you again and post it. The birthplace plaque here, in case you've never been here, never seen it. It's a wonderful area to visit. One of my favorite areas of the Florida Trail. I've been over much of it now over the past 15 months. I hope you enjoy the video, and here we go. The plaque reads as follows: Birth of the Florida Trail. On October 29th, 1966, Jim Kern, founder of the Florida Trail Association and like-minded hiking enthusiast, began building the Florida Trail at the entrance to Clearwater Lake Recreation Area in the Ocala National Forest. The first 26-mile section, completed in 1969, extended northwest through the forest from here to State Route 40. In 1983, the Florida Trail earned congressional recognition and was designated the Florida National Scenic Trail under the National Trails System Act of 1968. The Florida Trail is one of 11 national scenic trails and one of 3 contained within a single state. As of the 50th anniversary of the trail in 2016, more than 1,000 miles of continuous trail have been completed through the efforts of many volunteers. The trail spans the length of the state from Big Cypress National Preserve in South Florida to Gulf Islands National Seashore in the Panhandle, with a spur trail into Alabama connecting it to a national trail network from Florida to the Canadian border. Each year, many thousands of Floridians and visitors from around the world discover the real Florida while walking this footpath that passes through the state's varied ecosystems. And it was posted by a Florida Heritage Site, sponsored by the Florida Trail Association and the Florida Department of State in the year 2016. Friends, it's so nice to be back out here with you again on the Florida Trail. I've came back to the Clearwater Lake area multiple times over the past year and a half. It's so beautiful out here, and I really enjoy getting out into this part of Central Florida. And even better, this is where the Florida Trail began. This was the initial section of the Florida Trail. So if you're looking for a Florida Trail visit, this is a great place to start if you're anywhere in the area. It's near Paisley, Florida. Real easy to find, and coming right up here to the trailhead here at the Clearwater Lake, when we're gonna march back into the forest a little bit. So I'm gonna take you back here for a little hike and see how it looks. You can see the turn markers right here. The Florida Trail. Starting back there at Clearwater Lake, the Florida Trail is gonna move out towards Alexandra Springs. I believe it's about a 10 mile hike out there to Alexandra Springs. Just a beautiful morning here. We've had kind of a cold winter, and it is so nice to get through the winter season and get back into more Florida mild lake temperatures. Now I know that we do have a little cold snap expected for, I believe this is Friday. I believe for Monday and Tuesday we're expecting a little cold snap, but except for that, I think the worst of the cold is behind us, and we can kind of look forward to a nice spring leading into the summer here. So I'm going to take you for a hike out here from Clearwater Lake this morning and show you a little bit of the trail out here. I've been talking about my short and long-term goals on this channel for about 15 months now on this YouTube channel, and nothing has changed. I'm still right on track. Right now my focus is on getting my physical self, my physical body, as strong as it can be. All these months hiking the Florida Trail, and one thing I can say for sure is the trail volunteers are incredible. You can see here a very large tree has been cleared out of the path and makes it real easy to pass right on through. Sure appreciate all the volunteers that are helping out here. Kind of foggy on the ride through down from Jacksonville this morning, but you can see the fog is really starting to burn off, and it's just about as beautiful of a morning as it can be here on the Florida Trail. I'm expecting it to get to near 80 degrees again today, if not 80. I always see deer out here, and I can see about 3 or 4 out there. I know they're probably not going to show up on the video, but if you ever want to come see deer, this is a good place to do it. I don't think I've ever been out here I didn't have deer across the trail in front of me. Got the Florida sun coming up right behind me, and even though it's not quite 8 a.m., I can already feel it. There's there's a nice jump in the temperature from when I stepped outside in Jacksonville early this morning, and just couldn't be a more perfect mid-February morning here in Central Florida. It's just absolutely gorgeous out here on the Florida Trail this morning. Seems like every time I come out hiking, not just here in Florida, but throughout my lifetime, anytime I've been out hiking, enjoying the moment, enjoying the day, and it seems like this was the best day ever. This is the most beautiful forest ever, and the Florida Trail never ever lets me down. Again, just gorgeous scenery all around me. Over the past 15 months, I've covered about a third, a little over a third of the Florida Trail. And I tell you, this being out here just is always a great blessing. So grateful for this beautiful morning. So grateful for another day on this earth that God has blessed me with. And I hope that everybody is out there enjoying their mornings, their days, as much as I'm able to out here on the Florida Trail. Just stunning. It's just stunning, friends. Today's my first day with my brand new pair of Keens hiking shoes. I've been wearing them around the house and out on errands for the past couple of weeks to just break them in a little bit, but this morning's the first day I've gotten them out on the trail, and they feel very, very, very good. Probably get in about 2.5 hours this morning, so it's just a nice trial period for them here on the Florida Trail. We are, of course, in Florida trail through hiking season. Of course, all the northbound folks, they would have already been through here by now. And southbound folks, I guess they could be approaching. I'm not sure how many are actually out there right now, but they could be approaching this area down in Clearwater, at the Clearwater Lake area. Of course, they could already be south of here too, so just haven't seen anybody out here this morning. There was a car back at the trailhead, but it's a Friday morning, so it's probably be a few more folks out here if it were a Saturday or a Sunday. Got some frostbitten vegetation out here on the Florida Trail too, just like all of Central Florida does. I probably lost about half the plants in my yard. We had quite the cold snap here about a week or 10 days ago. Friends, this is the very first video that I've ever made that I actually edited. If you look over the past 15 months, every previous video was point to point over the miles. The reason I do want to learn how to edit them, and I'm going to use the iMovie on the iPhone, is because I know when I'm through hiking, I'm not going to be able to film point to point. I'm going to have to pick out snippets of the days, and so this is my first attempt at learning how to do that. I hope that it comes out okay, but if it don't, it'll only get better. Friends, I know I say this to you every single time I'm out here hiking on the Florida Trail, but I mean it from the bottom of my heart. This is one of the most beautiful sections of the trail. I left the Clearwater Lake trailhead, headed up towards Alexandra Springs. Thanks for bearing with me through my first edited video. It's very important to me to learn how to do this in my preparations for my upcoming Florida Trail and Appalachian Trail through hike attempts. I'm sure grateful for every single one of you. Thank you for being with me, and I'll be coming to you again real soon from the Florida Trail. Goodbye, friends.